Welcome back to Transaction Care. My name is Lillian Hernandez, but you can call me Lily. And we're back with another monthly check-in video. Simply for us to reassess, rewind, remix, reprogram, whatever we need to do to pause and just check in with self, check in with your team, check in with your community, check in with your finances, whatever you need to do at this point in time. This post is a reminder that it's okay to take a break. It's okay to stop. It's okay to step away, to not be working all the time. Because I know how easy it is to get caught up in the everyday checklist, the everyday monotony, the everyday just busyness. And we lose track with self. We lose track with how we're treating ourselves, how we're feeling, if we still enjoy the process, if there are things that we need to revisit and tweak or possibly remove or add. This is that reminder for you to do that in your business, in your personal life, in your family life, in whatever areas in your life that need just some additional time and attention. So let's think about something that we've either neglected in these last 30 days or maybe this quarter, this year, and how do we want to give it attention moving forward? This time last year, I started rereading the 12-week year, and there aren't many books that I would recommend over and over again, but that is definitely one of them, simply because it gave me the structure that I needed when I was lacking it. And I'm the type of person that was committing everything to memory, that was too arrogant, and my ego was not allowing me to submit to a schedule because it reminded me so much of my 9-to-5 and working with people that demanded systems, that demanded order, that demanded structure, which now looking back, I get it. But I think the way the way the message was sent was all wrong. She was frustrated, and now I'm kind of veering off, but the person that was frustrated with the team just started yelling and crying. And it was just like, I understand the emotion because she came from a place where work was defined by A, B, C, D. But the majority of us were more of we work with the flow. We know what needs to get done. It doesn't need an entire operating system or schedule. So having to merge those two was difficult. So I always carried this idea in my head that systems and order and plans were unnecessary, and they were honestly just triggering for me. So as I matured in my business, I now understand the importance of it, but also leaving room for error, leaving room for God, leaving room for the unknown, because that's okay. Not everything has to be perfect or aligned, because oftentimes our plan is just a blip in the bigger scope of things. But if there are areas that we can improve in, whether it's your electronics, or maybe it's going to therapy, or perhaps hiring a business coach, or cutting down the expenses, this is a good time at the beginning of every month, if you're someone that doesn't do this, to incorporate it into your schedule, to make it a part of your lifestyle. It goes a long way. It adds up. The more you spend time with you and the things that are priority in your life, the more I've at least experienced that life is more enjoyable, business is more enjoyable, versus kind of letting things pile up or avoiding them or thinking you're not good enough or you're not qualified. Give yourself a chance. Give your business a chance. I've experienced in these last 7 years, it's making me itchy. Every time I get itchy, I'm triggered. But in these last 7 years, I've experienced a roller coaster of events, from highs of going from making a couple $1,000s a month to making 5 figures a month, to then grieving and losing my grandmothers and having to go through that process, and then other personal things that just made me question, well, why am I on this ride? Why am I on this particular ride if I don't feel like it's taking me anywhere that I am truly, where I truly feel fulfilled? So if I hadn't paused, taken some time to reflect, question the patterns and the habits that I was exhibiting at that time in my life, I don't think I would have changed the trajectory of where I was going. I would have just been programmed to do the same thing every day. But I'm glad I stopped and got off of that ride and just gave myself time to check in and just chill out and break away and challenge my norms and challenge my habits and challenge the business of real estate, the business of real estate. Well, repeat, the business of real estate, the business of business, the business of self-employment, entrepreneurship, right? So often we're told if you're not making a lot of money, you're not successful. I beg to differ. I look at it as there's so many people in this world that experience success financially, which is great, but they lack the relationship, they lack the quality of life. Then you have some people that have the quality of life, but may lack the financial aspect of things. So I'm in a place where I'm like, I feel like we can all have both. Why aren't we striving to have both? And at first I was like, okay, well, in order to achieve that, I need to make 7 figures, $1 million. And I was breaking my back and just hitting a wall trying to reach that. Then I scaled it down. I was like, well, what is my number? What is the number that would give me the most relief? What is the number that would just make me feel like I still have a sense of freedom, peace of mind, joy, whether I'm in it in a season of busyness or out of it in a season of quietness and stillness and maybe no business, right? And there was something about knowing that smaller number that brought me more peace of mind versus chasing that bigger number that made me more anxious. It's not to say that I couldn't challenge myself to achieve, to work towards that, but I had to understand the smaller numbers first to know that, well, if none of this works out, this is the bare minimum that will keep me level-headed, that will keep me afloat financially. And everything above that is a bonus. Truly, if and when I become a millionaire, that's going to be amazing. But if I don't have the relationships in my life that bring me value, that ground me, that humble me, that truly are the real definition of love, and that's God, myself, family, my community, then I might as well not make the money. And I don't want to compromise any of what is meant for me either and downplay that or think that I'm being greedy. No. Because what is for me is for me. But if I can't manage that, if I can't steward it, if I can't appreciate it, if I can't be grateful for it, then I can't be mad if it just fades away and if it just comes and goes. That's why these monthly check-ins are built into my platform and built into the content, because we deserve those opportunities to challenge ourselves in ways that maybe we thought were supposed to be related to money, but in actuality it was, I just want to sit. Like, success to me is being able to sit in my room and read my book for an hour. Success to me is being able to afford to go to at least 5 Giants games a year. It could be as simple as that. Sometimes we're chasing these bigger dreams that society tells us to chase, these big numbers, and it's like, for what? I'm not saying don't go for it. I say go for it. But does it align with you and your morals and your values and what you feel in your heart of hearts is going to fulfill you and fulfill whatever you're supposed to do on this earth? So if you're here for business, real estate, mindset, welcome. And if you need help in any of this, visit my website, Transaction Care. My name is Lilly, and this is, again, just a simple monthly check-in video that We come together as a community and just vibe and put it all out. Give us the time and space to just breathe. Take a break, even if it is for 10 minutes, 15 minutes out of your week, out of your month. It counts. It is enough. But always be choosing you. Always be taking care of yourself. That's why I say take care for yourself, care for your wealth. Because when you care for yourself, everything else is a ripple effect after that. But that's all I got for now. Thank you again for watching. And please hit that subscribe button if you haven't already done so. Videos every week and coaching available as well. If you want to learn and work with an industry expert, that is I. And if I'm not a fit for you, I know plenty of people that are. But I appreciate each and every one of you for watching. Thank you again and again. Subscribe, tune in next week for more content. And until the next video, care for yourself, care for your wealth. Your time is worth it. Let's coordinate. Talk soon. And don't forget to check out these other videos that I've created and posted, and double tap my smiley face so you can learn more and stay in tune with transaction care.